today what we are going to do is we looked at ni. Yep. So we take V. Yep. The second one, V, like virag. Before we go there, one important thing. You're sick just listening without video. Whose video? Yeah, Sad. Your video. You can put on video if you want or not. I don't know. I didn't understand your question.
Hi, sorry, but I'm just sick. I'm gonna listen and
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Today is a
be
Pali day.
silent observer.
Yeah,
Yep,
today is a Pali day. So no sutta. It is
very
how
well,
to how to understand Pali. That's all what we are trying to deal with.
very well. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So if we take the second one, like May was asking yesterday, are there any positive, negative, all that? So we can see that Vinaya, Naya actually means rule. Okay? Rule. You rule book or measure. That's the meaning of the word Naya. Guide, rule, whatever you can put that as. Normally in English, they call it as guide, Naya. Now, Vinaya, if you make that negative V, it means no rules. It should have been like that, or no guide. But however, it is extensive guide, not just guide. It's very extensive, elaborative, connected with you should regulate yourself like this. So that's Vinaya. So to answer to May question, she's not attending today. She will listen it on the video. Is that in the context we have to see, not just apply V means negative. So wherever there is V, you just make it negative, meaning Vinyana. Jnana is to know. Vinyana is not knowing. Right? So we start with Chitta and becomes Vinyana, which means it doesn't know. What it doesn't know, it knows what it shouldn't know. That's the problem. Meaning it knows Vilas, but it doesn't know there is no Vilas. That's a problem. It's not that it doesn't know. That's a wrong way of putting it. It knows, but it knows it wrong or not the proper. Okay. Another thing, Samma. Okay. Samma is not right. R-I-G-H-T in English. Samma is proper. So it is proper, let's say, view. Right, we put it right view. Actually, it should have been proper view. You change your view from this to that. Vinaya is that which changes your view. Yep. If you take the Noble Eightfold Path, Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappo, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanto, Samma Ajivo, Samma Vayamo, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi will give rise to Samma Panya, Samma Vimukti. These are the 10. The Sangaihi. The 10 Angas. Anga means body part. One leading on to another. So in the Mahachattarika Sutta, he starts with Sammaditthi. Without the Sammaditthi, nothing else will work. Okay, even though it is put as Sila Samadhi Panya, wherein the Panya portion is Sammaditthi and Samma Sankappo, it's not a right view as such when we are talking Samma. Ma is to cut. That's correct. Anywhere the word Ma is added is to cut. A single Ma means to cut. Now if we say Sati Ma, it means to cut the Sati. So it becomes really weird language. In one way you say it is not, another way it is. So now we have to see whether something is positive word or something is a negative word. Sati is required for both good and bad. Got it? Even a robber or even a terrorist requires sati to execute the job. So please don't understand sati is always positive. Sati is awareness. He needs to be aware of police or some agents watching him before he executes. He has to be aware. Otherwise, he can't do his task. So sati is the basic awareness. So in consciousness, there is already awareness. It's not your developing awareness. It's there. Awareness is already there. Now we might ask a question, then what are we talking? We are creating or we are re-looking at the awareness from a proper way. Meaning what a proper way means, which doesn't lead to bondage. It leads to liberation. Same sati, no different sati. So when they put sati ma, sampajano sati ma, is to cut the bad thing in order to develop sampajanya. You got the point? And this is how that Pali is put. So wherever we put ma is to cut. Agreed. But you should see the suffix and prefix. And suffix means what is before that or after that. The word before that and after that will tell you whether it is for positive use or for negative use. Sampajano satima. Satima is in the last. That means to develop sampajanya, you require to cut the sati on the other one. Other one, lokiya. To develop lokuttara. You got the point? So there are two samadhis. One is a lokiya samadhi. One is a lokuttara samadhi. What are you trying to develop is a lokuttara. Uttara means north. So lokuttara means that which takes you up. Up means to the destination. What's the destination? Liberation. Vimukti. So there are two terms. Bandhana, Vimukti. Bandhana is bondage. Vimukti is liberation. So in Pali, bandhana. Bandha is to be bonded, bound. Vimukta, mukta is from mukta, to say. Mukta is to completely get out of it. Meaning you don't have to say, it's completed. So I am out of it. You got the point? I'm out. I was in something, now I'm out of it. And that is vimukta. Now he have vi, just not mukta. Vimukta means that mukti, that coming out is complete. No residue left. And hence there is vimukta. It is enhancing that. Just like we spoke about ni, enhances or it cuts. The same way we can enhance or cut. Depending upon what is the context to which it is said. So context in Pali becomes more important than just knowing the grammar. Oh, we means like this, me means like this, that means like this. No. You should know the context. There's a context to it. It depends on the context. So the context here is naya. Naya means to set a rule, guide. Actual proper English word for naya is guide, guidance. And in the Vibhanga or in the Abhidhamma, there is a whole section on naya, N-A-Y-A, naya. Okay. In fact, in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, the naya comes. Ahunaya, Pahunaya, Dakhinaya, Anjali Karanaya, Naya, Naya. Naya Naya. Okay. So we will not go to the Naya position right now because to why we will come to that later. Naya is guidance. Vinaya is not non-guidance. But don't take it that way. Vinaya means that which guides by itself, meaning it's a self-driven vehicle. So once you are disciplined, you don't have to be disciplined. The guide is always there, ever there. Example, you have come out of stealing, or I have come out of stealing. I used to steal, I've stopped stealing. I used to drink, I've stopped drinking. I used to tell lies, I've stopped telling lies. I used to say harsh speech, I've stopped saying harsh speech. What it means? At any given situation, the Vinaya takes care of it. Meaning the Naya is guide, takes care of it. It's a guide. And Vinaya is complete guide. Got it? So you need to discern like that. In Pali, as in Sanskrit or in Prakrit, the prefix and suffix in that plus the prefix and suffix in the word makes the difference between what is said and what should be understood. So we can't go by just a simple thing like copy paste, that if it is this there, I will, let's say sun is there, I will make everything as minusing sun or sun. Sandesha. There's a word called Sandesha. Desa is locality, world, location, localized is Desa. Sandesha. So you can't say, I'll cut sun. And do what? Desa is going to be there. Sandesha is communication. Now you can't say, I'm not going to communicate because I've removed sun. No. Why? It doesn't make sense. You have to say something to the desa, and hence sandesa. Yes, it has raga, dvesha, moha in that. It should be there. Otherwise, you can't transact. You can't say anything to anyone. So when you're in the world, lokiya, it has to go through 8 dhammas of lokiya. That's true. Uttassa loka dhammehi. That loka dhamma is going to be there. Chittam yasya na kampati. Your mind shouldn't go here and there. It doesn't mean that you remove the lokiya itself and saying that, you know what, I am on Buddha Dhamma, so I will not have any lokiya thing. No. So that means New York is going to exist. San Francisco is going to exist. Brisbane is going to exist. You earning also is going to exist. That has got nothing to do with Buddha Dhamma. In the mind, you are making lokuttara rather than physically out there. That means I create a loka uttara. Loka is going to be there. It's not you cutting the loka and becoming uttara. No, lokuttara means beyond the loka, beyond the worldly things. That is lokuttara. So when we say vinaya, it's beyond the loka. That's all. So there is, if I'm going to an office, there is rules and regulation. That is lokiya. I can't say, look, I'm following Buddha Dhamma, so all these rules are not for me. No. You'll have to follow the rules and regulation of that country, of that place, of that workplace, or of that temple, or for that monastery, or for whatever I'm doing. I still have to follow the Naya guidance. And that is fine. So if I'm a monk or a nun, then I have to follow the Vinaya of that. If I'm a householder, I need to follow the Vinaya of that. It can be Lokiya, it can be Lokuttara, but still I need to follow the Vinaya. That Naya is going to be there. I'm not going to cut the Naya. Just by adding V in front, like Viraga. So I've cut Raga, so Vinaya means I'll cut Naya. No, looks stupid. Got it. So the second one, that is Ni Bana, Ni Varna, Ni Vidya, like that, right? Varna is color. Ni Varna is to remove the color. When we're saying hindrances, actually it is colored. Basically, it's curtain. Ni Varna is color. Ni Varna is cutting the color. How do you see a color? Because you are curtained by something. You can't see the actual thing. And hence it's called Ni Varna. Ni plus Varna. So you can't cut the Varna. You are cutting using Ni. You are cleansing the mind of the color. Like that. Right? Varna is not bad. So we should not think like that, because Varna is color. So Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Varna, Rasa, Gandha, Oja. Can you cut the color from anything? It will be stupidity. You will not be able to cut the color. So don't take it like that. We have to take it with the context of the word. And context of the word is Nirukti. Got the point? What is Nirukti Patha? Means the context of the word, what it is intended for. The Dhamma. Dhamma means with what it has been said. Okay. And that is the language. With what intention it has been said, you're going into that intention. Is Nirukti. Any questions before we proceed further? All clear? So, Atha is Artha. Right? It's not essence. Atha means meaning. Atha. Dhamma. What is said. Nirukti is etymology. With what intention it has been said. And last one is Patibhana. Okay. Patibhana. Pati is bonding, being with, closely knit with. Bhana is from the word Bhanu, sun. Bhana, which can enlighten you. So the words should get enlightened in you. That means you should get a aha moment out of it. Ah, got it. Ah, now I know. Aha, this is what it is meant to be. So when we read a sutta or a gatha or whatever, we should be able to get that thing out of it. So ni, vi, like that, we will go each one of them to, you should be able to get the aha moment out of it. When you read the sutta or gatha or udana or whatever it is. Or dhammapada. All clear? No questions? Sure. Yes, Bobby. Oh, no question. Great. Have you any question? No.
Yeah, I wasn't realizing you were talking the Patisambhita Sutta. I just realized.
Yeah. The reason I sent it yesterday, was to make sure it is there in a sutta also. And hence there is Sapati Sambidha Magga Pali.
I missed it. There's one on Dhamma. Dhamma Patisambhita.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I just now
What
said.
is, yeah, what is that Dhamma? Is that translation as text?
Dhamma is what is said.
Oh, what is that?
See now, attahi, attano, nato, koi, siya, like that, what is there? Right? It's said. It's said to be. Right? First is attha. You should know the meaning. Right? You should understand the meaning. Attahi, attano, nato means what? You should know. Then why it is said, what is said, why it is said, is you should know the context to which it is said, right? That is the Dhamma. Then you are going into the actual essence of that, which is Nirukti. Then it enlightens you. This Patibhana. You should have four things in anything is said. So when I read anything, like, I wanted to take Pena Pindupama Sutta. So let's take these 4 lines, which we can recite, basically. So it says, Pena Pindupamam Rupam, Vedana Bubulupama, Marichupamancha Sanya, Sankhara Kadalupama, Maya Upamancha Vinyanam Desitaditya Bandhuna. Did I understand anything? I don't know. That means it is yet to be explored. Right? It's Pali word. I have understood each line by line also. Pena means foam. Pinda means rice ball. Upama, example. Rupam. I don't know what it means. Because for me, Rupa is Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo. So I am searching for Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo in that. Because I have been told that wherever Rupa comes, substituted by Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo. Now, if we take that much, so what we have to see? We have to see Pati Sambida. Pati Sambida. Is it happening or not? So first, Atha, meaning. Clear? Did I understand the meaning of it? Maybe, may not be, I don't know. Number 2 is Dhamma. It should have some essence in that, or why it is given as an example. Right? That's the Dhamma. Got it? Dhamma means teaching. Dhamma means thing. Dhamma means knowledge. Right? Dhamma means to know what should be known. So if he says upama, means example. Right? So he's showing something. Right? This Buddha is showing something to those people. Come bhikkhus, I'll show you. What is he showing? Pena Pindupamam Rupam. So he's showing something there and saying, have you seen this lump of foam? Clear? That's a Dhamma. If I don't understand the Atha meaning, I will not understand the Dhamma. Got it? I will not know why it is said. If I don't understand the meaning and the context to which it is said, will I be able to go into the depth of it to understand why it is said, which is Nirukti, etymology? No. Will it lead to enlightenment for me of that word, Patibhana? No. Got it? I might recite it. If somebody asks me, Vilas, can you say that Pena Pindupam? You sing it very well. So I'll say, Pena Pindupamam Rupam, even with music if you want. Vedana Bubulupama, Marichupamancha Sanya, Sankhara Kadalupama, Maya Upamancha Vinyanam, Desitaditya Bandhuna. What's the meaning? Wait, I need to refer to the book. What's the context? I don't know. They're always standing near the Ganga. So I'll tell the story. But have you understood? Meaning, have I understood? No. Have I understood the deeper essence of that, which is Nirukti? No. Did it lead to enlightenment, aha moment? Okay, sir. This Pena Pindupama is not for you. Yes, there you go ahead.
Yeah, I was checking out where's the desert when he said the what's the word?
Maricha, Maricha.
Yeah, and what's the English word? I forgot the
Mirage.
Mirage. Yes. So I was looking the northwest of India with some deserts, right? So it means Buddha must have some people would have traveled
It's
there.
not
I mean,
like
where
that.
else would you see?
In fact, what I was showing to both Sachin and Naveen last year when we were going to Bodh Gaya, I was showing them the Mirage. When we were driving the car, it seemed to be like water body there. I said, Sachin, this is what Mirage is. This is the
so does it have to be a desert?
no. See, that is the problem. Wherever you see like a water-like thing, water body-like thing, and you see something is there, like an oil on the road. You see like an oil and a water kind of a thing, and if you as you go near, it goes far. As you go back, it'll start following you. That is Maricha.
In that sense, even rainbows or something like that.
Yeah, whatever you want to take. As you go near, it should go far. As you go back, it should follow you. In desert, generally this happens because the sun rays hitting like that. But it doesn't mean that you should go to Utah to see that. Right? You don't have to go to Utah. Even in Southern California, you can have that effect. Driving from San Diego to San Francisco or to the San Jose, or from San Diego to San Francisco, you will have many of these places. Or even while you're driving from San Francisco on to the Utah, anyway, you have to come to the desert. So you'll be seeing that. Or even in Australia, you can see it. Wherever there's a long road, you will see mirage kind of thing when the sun hits on the road. Because if the road is going like this, right? So you will find sun curving it out. So you'll have a mirage. Right? So that is a upama example. Now, should I go to desert to practice that? Just think. That would be foolishness. That would be foolishness. Because I have not understood what is he saying. So out of the four things, that is, I need to know the atha, meaning context is dhamma, nirukti is the depth of it, then patibhana is enlightenment. You get enlightened by that word. I'll tell you another one, which we have been doing. Even for meditation, we used to do. Etan santan, etan panitan. And you and we both have a lot of discussions on whether it's etam or etan. Right? Doesn't matter. Yam and yan doesn't matter. But for you, it might matter. But for me, it might not matter. Let's say it matters. So I'll make it as etam santam, etam panitam, yadidam sabba sankhara samato, tabbupadi patinisaggo, tanhakhayo, virago, nirodho, nibbana. Right? I can say this is peaceful, this is excellent, namely the stilling of all preparation, the relinquishment of all assets, which is 5 aggregates, reduction of craving, cessation, extinction. It is extinguishment, is Nibbana. What did I understand? That was Pali, this is English. That's all I understood. That means the meaning is not understood, grasped. So I could not understand the context. And since I could not understand the context, I couldn't go to the depth of what is he saying. And since I couldn't go to the depth of what is he saying, I am getting no awakening, aha moment. Got it? So we need to see in this way. It's not about I want to finish the language. That is, I just see it and I want to move next. Okay, next. No, not like that. We have to really go through that. We have to take that, think on that subject. You will get it. Don't learn Pali like a usual English or German or whatever language or Hindi like that and then say that, look, I want to write an exam. No. That's not meant to be. It's basically how much Dhamma can you grasp. Meaning Dhamma doesn't mean the teaching. Dhamma means the context with which that word has been spoken. We are talking from the word. That's the reason it is Pati Sambidha. And I purposefully wanted to search for that sutta and send it. That we all know what is he trying to say. Right? These four things have to be there. In any written documentation, these four would be there. First will be the meaning, second will be the context, third will be the depth, and fourth will be awakening. Yes.
Yeah, so I missed earlier when you explained the meaning, but I suppose the atta is the purpose or the key intention of what. So what is the point, right? What's the
in the scriptural reference, not the atta as an essence, and anatta is non-essence. We are not talking that. In the context of what is written, what is said, that's what is indicated in the sutta. It is that atta meaning, not about what's the point. You first have to get yourself clear of it. There are two atthas. One atta, parama atta, is nibbana. That is given, granted. But now you are writing something. We are talking about that atta, not the parama atta. Got the point? And that's exactly what he is saying in that sutta. Panchahi bhikkave dhammehi samannagato thero bhikkhu sabbrahmacharyam piyo cha hoti manapo cha garu cha bhavanayo cha katame pancha attha pati sambidha patto hoti dhamma pati sambidha patto hoti nirukti pati sambidha patto hoti patibhana pati sambidha patto hoti yani tani sabbrahmacharyam uccavachani kin karaniyani tatha dakko hoti analaso tatru payaya vimamsaya samannagato alam katum alam samvidhatum. Okay. What it really means? Vimamsaya, investigation. So why are we doing this? Is for vimamsa, investigation. What are you investigating? You're investigating from the sutta to get these four, meaning whether somebody is there or not there. A teacher is there to tell you or not there. You should be able to get these four. So what is saying, a bhikkhu or someone who is explaining panchahi bhikkhave dhammehi samannagato thero bhikkhu sabbrahmacharyam piyo cha hoti manapo cha garu cha bhavaniyo cha. That means if they have this, they will be respected. Okay. They will be adored. They would be appreciated, they would be given respect and all of that, veneration, all that, because they are able to explain these four. Got the point? Now, let us say you don't have a teacher. He's there in the Dasuttara Sutta also. Let's say somebody doesn't have a teacher. He says, he takes a scripture and he starts reading. And he gets the meaning. He gets the context. He gets to go deeper. And then he gets an awakening. So every sutta has these four. Got the point? Like the Pasarisi Sutta, if you read it, the effort what Buddha has put with Alara Kalama, the Karama Putta, all of that, and then what he was verifying. So it will give you that Naya guidance on what you should verify. So you should have Nibiddha, Viraga, Nirodha, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya, Nibbana. Yeah. So then to get Nibbana, you require these 6 things to be set. So now didn't you get that? You got it yourself or you got it through your teacher, doesn't matter. But where did you get it from? You got it from the sutta, right? Right? So you understood the sutta. That means you first got the meaning, then you got the context, then you understood the depth of it, nirukti, then you get a awakening. Is that fine for everyone? Anybody else other than Aryu? Now otherwise it becomes me and Aryu as a... We both are known to that. So let's give others some chance. Any question? Bobby, Janak, Asad, Shreyas? It's very important. Why are we reading the sutta? Okay. So we, mukta, vimukta, vi, raga, viraga, vi, mamsa, vimamsa, right? All this coming with vi. We will cut it if it is prefix and suffix. You have to see, but if it is with related to a word, it will either enhance it or it will cut it. Like in the Vinaya. Got it? So depending upon the word, you have to see whether it is enhancing or it is removing it. Like samma sankappo. Sankappa is determination. It can be any kind of determination. I want to kill my mother. The determination. I want to kill my father. The determination. Right? It's a determination. Who can stop it? Because I made it. So what he says? Nekhamma sankappo, abhyapada sankappo, avihimsa sankappo. These are the 3 sankappo what I need to develop. But what I have? Kama vitakka, vyapada vitakka, and vihimsa vitakka. This is what I have. So now I have to use some ma. Ma is to cut. Then what happens? It becomes proper determination. Right? Why? Because I have the other 3. Instead of this 3, I have the other 3. And hence I have to do this. You got the point? It's not cut the sankappo itself. No determination. No. Like if you put right view, that means there was wrong view. No. It's only improper view and proper view. So what we are cultivating is a proper view. Vitakka is tarka. Tarka means to debate. So normally we have this mental chatter debate, what I should do, what I should not do. So normally as a person, I have kama vitakka to enjoy the sensuality. I will keep on thinking how to get that. Then vihimsa vitakka, that means himsa, violence on oneself or others. Violence means I'll do this, I'll do that, I will not eat today, I will go here, I'll go there, do everything which is going to bring pain to me and to others is himsa, violence. Violence doesn't mean that I have to go and kill someone. That's not only violence. Hitting oneself with many things is also a violence. Okay? So vitakka is that. That is to think what I want to do, so I will do accordingly and bring pain to the body and to the mind is vihimsa. Okay. Vyapada. Pada is pada, which is steps. Vyapada, putting wrong steps. Basically, that is what it means. But in English, we have to use some irritation, if anger, this, that, so many things to define it. So we don't have a proper word in English. So vyapada sankappo means irritating oneself or putting wrong steps. Basically, taking wrong step in life. Not the proper step, wrong step, improper step. That's a better word to use, improper step instead of proper steps. And hence there is an irritation in the mind that because it didn't happen. Okay. So these are the three sankappo what I have. It is kama vitakka, vyapada vitakka, vihimsa vitakka. What I should do is nekkamma sankappo, abhyapada sankappo, avihimsa sankappo. Is to cut it. The entire word is going to stay as it is. But with I can negate it. Remove it, yes.
Vihimsa. Is it V plus himsa or no?
Good one. Good pick.
I know there's a himsa too, right? Himsa is harm or something, or no?
Himsa is harm. Himsa. Vihimsa is knowingly harming it. In this case, knowingly it is a harm. You harm it. You know it's going to harm you. I'll give you an example. You're hungry. But today you'll not eat. But you're hungry. You can't sit and meditate because of hunger. But still, I'll think that I'll do something about it. So you're doing harm. It's a very simple one, right? And then misunderstandings with people is himsa. Not understanding, misunderstanding. That himsa will bring in what? Bring in resentment in you. You resent. And then you do a improper steps, which is vyapa. Got it? And ma is to cut that. So some ma is to cut that. Those three things. So you become proper. What? Nekkamma sankappo, abhyapada sankappo, avihimsa sankappo. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just thinking the relationship between vyapada and avihimsa, right? Usually when you have vyapada, when you're stepping back, the anger, resentment start building, then you'd want to do those things that harm yourself and others.
It is always two-sided. You either, because of vyapada, you will have himsa on you, or because of himsa, you will have vyapada. So you can't say this starts with that or that starts with that. Both are circular. It's a circular reference argument.
Yes, and both comes from the root of kama.
Yes, because of a kama vitakka.
Wouldn't be doing this.
Exactly. So if you give up the kama vitakka by giving up nekkamma, perfect. By becoming nekkamma, your vyapada and vihimsa is gone. Because to protect that, you are having this problem. To protect the enjoyment of the senses, you are doing this. If you just give up that, there is no vyapada, there is no himsa. This kind of understanding is what Patisambhidha. Got it? Happy.
I was thinking because if your intention is to get into jhana, you wouldn't hurt others, you wouldn't get into anger or not. But what if someone just really loves his jhana? He wants to cut off other people, get them out. Could he be having some
Himsa.
vyapada and himself for
Yes,
the
he would
jhana
be.
itself? It's possible.
Whether he do with others or not, at least he is not happy. He is now disturbed. What is disturbance is himsa. So when you say I'm disturbed, what it means? You are in himsa. Right? Knowingly you are disturbed or not. That's it's called vihimsa. See, as an example, somebody here next in our near front of our house, somebody is soldering. Oh, sorry, taking a 2 sheet of iron. They are doing all that kind on Sunday. It's sounding crazy. So I don't want it because I'm talking about this. I don't want it. It's himsa. And then I'll have vyapada. Because it's kama vitakka. The sound, I'm getting irritated. Kama vitakka, vihimsa, vyapada. Or vyapada, vihimsa. If I were to forget about what the sound is coming, then there is no vyapada nor vihimsa. Got it? Instantaneously you are released because you are given up, nekkhamma. Otherwise, what I should do? I should go meet him and say, today is Sunday. You won't even allow one day to us to be in peace. And I'm doing a class. Then he will say, what time your class ends? Another 1 hour from now. No, we can't wait. We'll give you 20 minutes. Then I'll fight with him, come back. In that anger, I'm going to talk about Dhamma. Which makes no sense. Because I want to change the environment. So when I see, I should get a awakening. Right? The whole thing is patibhana, awakening. I need to get that. Like a sunrise. Or not rise, sun. Get bhanu, awakening. Got it? So we finished what? We finished ni and we finished vi. Do whatever best we could, use it. When in doubt, you can ask me later. Meaning when you are reading for yourself and you get some questions, yes, go ahead.
Since we're just talking about nekkhamma, this nekkhamma is almost like ni, like not like that, right? Just cutting karma or not intending for karma.
Nekkhamma is nishkrama. Actually, in Sanskrit is nishkrama and Pali is nekkhamma. It's nothing to do with kama. So don't make it like that. Okay. And no, don't make it ni or ne or it means somewhere. No dissection of that. Nishkrama. Krama means order. Nishkrama means to put things back in order. As they are. So nekkhamma is not expecting how it should be, rather giving up completely. That is nekkhamma. Meaning the senses, you want to put it in order, right? To enjoy, basically. See, when you say kama vitakka means thinking of senses, how you want to enjoy it, right? Otherwise, they'll lead to suffering, basically. Like, somebody on the back side of this house is hitting the building and they are demolishing it. Nishkramana. If you were to properly put it, is to not expect any orderly thing from senses. Because they are always cannot be put in order. Meaning you cannot put a sight and the eye, the ear and sound to go in order. To exactly want what you want out of it. So you give up. Because the Vyapada and himsa are coming from there. You are expecting it to work in this way and they are not happening, and hence there is vyapada, then there is himsa. So nekhamma has got nothing to do with me or this way or that way. I'll do that. Kamma is ordering. You are ordering. You are saying, let it be in this order. Nekhamma is you are not expecting it in any order. You will take it as received rather than expecting as it should be. Yes.
What is the nekamma? Is the kamma you said is ordering? What is the front part? What is the root of that front part? Nish.
Nishkramana.
So what does that nish mean?
I don't know. See, you can't make it like that. That's the reason. It's very funny now. If you start cutting out like so, nish should have something because ni, right? Ni. We had used nibbana, right? Right? Or nibidda. Bidda is involvement. Ni is to cut that, right? Yeah, you can take it that way. Nish or neck, ni. Okay. So, yeah, he's right. Shreyas is right. It gets into the Sanskrit grammar. See, we need to, if you really want to get Pali, then you have to start from grammar. Actually, you have to come to Vyanjana, then you have to come to this Akshara. Like that, you have to start. Okay, then how you would utter a word, how do you utter a sentence? It is a Prathama Vibhakti, that is first participle. Dvitiya Vibhakti, second participle. Tritiya Vibhakti. Like that, it keeps on going, and then you will do a PhD in Pali, not in Buddha Dhamma. Then first you finish this Pali thing, language, and then come into the Buddha Dhamma. So there are people who do that. Actually, they do that because they want to know Pali by themselves. So they have to start with what we call alphabets. We have to start with that. It's called Akshara. Right? So we should start with that. If really anybody is wanting to learn that way, then a, I, u, ru, e, o, I, o, au, ham, ha, ka, ga, nga, cha, ja, ya, ta, da, na, pa, ba, ma, ta, da, na, ya, va, ra, laksha. Like that, you have to learn and then make sentences, small sentences, and whether the first participle, second participle, which is a noun, which is a verb, which is adverb, like that, we have to go. It's not bad. Yes, Bobby.
Bilasi,
Yes.
when you said about the context at which the word was spoken, like the meaning, context, depth, and awakening, in that, if the word was spoken in a different context, would the meaning be different? Would the
Yes.
depth and awakening be different?
Yes, it would be different. So what we need to do is very good question, Mirin. First, we have to take a small sutta, very small, not the big one, right? Not the big one, not the Diga Nikaya or the Majjhima Nikaya like that. We have to take a small one, small capsule, very small one. Can we understand what it says? And the best sutta for practice, for knowing is Pena Pindupama Sutta. That's the reason I had written that we'll go through that sutta, because it has example. Even if you miss the language, you will get the example. Right, for understanding 5 aggregates. So now you see these 4. One is the meaning. The second one is the context. The third one is the depth at which is said. And fourth one is the awakening. Can you get that in this? And if you say the answer is yes, that means fine. And if you say answer is no, then we have to see why. Then have to seek the teacher's help, why you are not getting. So then he would help you with the Atha, or he would help you with the Dhamma, or he will help you with the Nirukta, or he will help you with Patibhan, or all the 4. Ha, lump of foam. That is the Sutta SN 22.95. Maybe I'll share that link in our WhatsApp group and you can refer to it. After this, I'm going to do that. Good one, Mirin. Any other questions related to that?
No, thank you.
Okay. Janak, anything you have? Because you actually started it. So I'm more interested in.
Yeah. So so that's what, like, I was just listening, but how to go through sutta? I'll read it and then I'll have something.
Yes. So
Yeah,
what it,
so I'm just looking at that message which you said already. It's a Fena Pindu Pama Sutta, that is
Pena
SN20.
no, Pena Pindupama Sutta.
Yeah, Fena Pindu Pam Sutta. Yeah.
No, Pena Pindupam, that is a Hindi way of saying. It is Pena Pindupama.
Okay, Fena Pindu Pama. Yeah.
Because if we utter it wrong also, you will not get the meaning. So we have to be very clear. Like, some people say, instead of sanya, they use a very funny sanna, because it double N, right? They say sanna.
Yeah.
It is not sanna. It is sanya. It should have been SANYYA. Sanya. But since they put 2 dashes, it means that. You have to stress there. Like T, double T, and they put 2 dots, admit ta.
Yeah.
Like that, it's nya. Nya is what that 2 dashes are. Because in Sanskrit and Pali, there's a word nya, nya, nya. Right? That na is there, right?
Yeah.
That is what it means. Nya, nya, nya. It's not nya, it's nya. Right?
Yeah.
Sanya.
Mhm.
Okay, why? You might ask why. Why it is like that? Why I can't say sanna? Sanya is nya, to know. Sanya, you already have intention there. It's an intention to know, which is perception. The English word perception has, wherever nya is used in Pali and Sanskrit, it is knowledge, it is
Yeah.
knowing. Knowing is nya, jnana,
Yeah.
jnana, right? Like that.
Mhm.
Jnana is also there. Panya. We will not say panna, right? Panya.
Yeah.
Vinyana, jnana. Again, you see, all ending with jnana, nya. Wherever nya is there, it means something to do with knowing.
Mhm.
So what we need to know is, what we need to understand is that there is a knower and there is a thing to be known. So there is a knower and known, which means there is an experiencer and an experienced.
Yeah, it's subject and object. Yeah.
So in Pali, especially, it's always subject, object, experience. Without a subject, there cannot be no object. So when they define, it is from subject's point of view, not from the object point of view.
Mhm.
If I put sanya as an object point of view, I am lost. Because it's from subject. Where is the subject? Eye is the subject, ear is the subject, nose is the subject. So the sanya will happen from the subject point of view to the object. So you're perceiving the object from the subject. You are not perceiving the subject from the object. Because the object cares a damn about what the subject is doing. But the subject is bothered about that object which has come. And hence nya, to know, nya. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. Like Ari used to use a beautiful word, curious. Just curious. And that's the knowing. I want to know. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. So because it's object, you want to know what it is. Object doesn't have to know you. You have to know the object. So in Pali, whatever is written is with relation to the subject. And the subject are 6 senses. So whatever is written is with relation to 6 senses, not with relation to the object of the 6 senses. We care a damn about that object. But we are more interested in the subject. and hence Nya. So Sanya, Panya, Vinya, Vinyana, Jnana, okay, like that. Okay, good. So we are 1 hour into this game. So shall we go further or shall we end? Is it enough for today?
So, sorry, and hello, and Bilashi. I was reading that sutta, the lumbar form.
Ah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So here you are saying it is a beautiful sutta connected to the topic what we are discussing now. So
Correct.
for example, lumbar form Buddha is compared to the form, and then with water bubble he compare it with the feeling, and then like mirage, like perception, and then like plantain tree, plantain plant, like to the
Stem of the plantain.
yeah, something like that. So how you are like saying that it was very helpful, so that it is even if you don't know, you get that similes.
Yes, you get the simile.
Yeah. So what is that you were saying about when you in what context you are saying that?
Context here is, let's say I don't understand the Pali. Can I understand the example?
Yes, definitely, yes.
But not if it is in Pali.
Yeah, because I always used to read this suttas, I was very much like, but then Pali I'm not very good in. But immediately that's why I asked you that if you can read the English name of that, I can immediately search for it.
Yes. So the thing is like this. First, we have to do two things. It's a very good question. So first thing is we need to see Upama kind of suttas. Okay. Upama means simile or with an example, right? That's a very easy way to understand Dhamma for those people who are having tough time with Pali. Meaning, I don't know, like we are talking about ni and vi, and it is even worse than mathematics, and I don't know how to add here, not add here. I'm not getting it. Okay, take similes. So simile of a saw is one sutta, right? And feet, elephant feet is another sutta. Like that, many upama suttas are there. Got it? And that will help you irrespective whether you know Pali or not. Because you will get all the four. At least you get first two. You get to know the meaning. Because there is like he's standing in front of the Ganges river. So what more you have to get experience there? What he should explain there. He's already given you an example. Very good. So I'm standing near the Ganges. And then do what? Look at the lump of foam in the water. Oh yes, yeah. Whether he's speaking in English or Malayalam or Pali, doesn't matter. I can see. Is there anything over there which you can call it as a living being? It looks living. It's moving here, there. As the water is pressing, it is taking a shape. Basically, what is it driving you to? The shape, right? Lump of foam means there was no thing there, but there is a thing there, right? You can pinpoint and say, yeah, look at that, look at that. Now, there are two lumps of foam, what I'm seeing, called as Bobby, and another lump of foam called as Mirin. And there's one lump of foam, Vilas here, and another lump of foam called Ariu, because all the others have closed their camera. So I can't see them, what they are, the lump or no lump. Okay. Now, can I, using that, irrespective of Pali, I don't know what the hell Pali is, can I do this much? What? Is there any essence there? Meaning, I will see that foam. Why that? When Ariu was here, we played a game. So I said, take a soap, put it in a mug or a bucket of water, And now you see a shape is formed. And what you should do was Ariu's question, how long you have to do? No, till you break the maze between here and there, you need to see. It's not the time which matters. You ultimately have to let go of this body because it is like that lump of foam. You got the point? That's where he's driving it. It need not be Pali. It can be called Nepali also. It's okay. It's fine. I don't care. Okay, let's say, for example, Mirin and Bobby, the whole Buddha teaching was in Malayalam. Would all Malayalis by now become arhats? No, right? So, we can't then say that all people who know Pali will become Buddha. Right? All Sinhala people will not become Buddha. That doesn't mean all Indians will become Buddha. No, it has got nothing to do with that. So, it's not about language. It's about the meaning what is said to there. Right? It's a context to which it is said. That is more important than the language itself. So don't get caught up by the language. With me, should I put it here? I should put it there. I don't know what is he thinking. Let me understand again. No. So the best sutta is 22.95 because that has simile, irrespective of the language. Throw the language aside for time being. Get it. Ni, vi, pi, whatever. I don't know what he's talking. Leave it. Okay, done. Can you see that and this are the same? Or are they different? And you see the bubbles keeps on breaking. So I was telling Ariu and Shreyas also was there. So we were having this test as a retreat. I was saying that, why don't you see the bubbles breaking? Can you see the same bubble is breaking here? Your rupa is changing, right? Is changing or not changing? So he's asked you 3 questions. Ritta kannenava, tuccha kannenava, asara kannenava. I don't know what it is, ritta, tuccha, puccha and all that. Fine, no issues. Throw that language. Do you see any essence there in that soap bubble? Okay. You've seen a dead body. Is there any essence in the dead body also? See that. It's taken to the cemetery directly. If it was having COVID, you don't even get the body. You see this fun? Those people who died in COVID never got their body. The family couldn't even see whether, and I can't believe my father is dead or my mother is dead, my brother is dead, whoever is dead. They just show you from far away. That is, and he's completely closed. I can't believe. But you are believing, disbelieving is not going to bring him back to life. No, give me my father's body. No, I'll not give. In fact, my friend's father died in COVID. They never gave. They never gave. They only said, if you want, you can follow your car. You can bring your car to the cemetery. We'll show you from very far away place. And that's it. The final rites, we will do it. You don't have to come here and do all that tamasha or fun. No. So he was standing 1 kilometer away. To see what? Nothing. He didn't see anything. He has to believe his father is dead. That's the only thing. And that happened with all of us. Right? So it's tuccha. Right? Inferior. This body is inferior. They throw it. They will not keep it. Correct? For that Pali or no Pali, it doesn't matter. You have to drive home the point. So that's the meaning. Right? That's a meaning. Then there's a context to which it is said. There's a context means what? The pena, the foam, and this body are the same. So that is rupa. Whatever I am calling as rupa is actually like a foam. Did I get it? Now I have got into the depth, nirukti. right? Am I got an awakening now? And if the answer is yes, and that's it, correct? Do you have to do PhD in Pali for that? That's how we need to see. Yes, it is good to know Pali. I'm not making that it shouldn't be, but we shouldn't get obsessed with language. We should get the meaning right, the context right, the depth right, and then the awakening. Right? So you require a teacher. Irrespective of Pali or no Pali, you require somebody who can make that thing, that sutta in a meaningful form and tell. Not that everybody should know Pali. There's no need. But is he giving you awakening? Yes. That's it. Over. That's what that sutta is talking about. Patisambhidha. That's what it means. The meaning of Patisambhidha is you are able to analyze. You are able to get the meaning, the context, the depth, and the awakening through someone or by yourself, whichever way. Doesn't matter. But you got it. So every sutta of the Buddha is like that. Every sutta, whether Anguttara Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Khuddaka Nikaya, this Nikaya, that Nikaya, doesn't matter. Sutta, Nipata, all that is fine. But every sutta is like that. It gives you awakening. It gives you awakening. It gives you awakening. It gives you awakening. Now, there's some problems. When you translate it to English or transliterate it, whichever, whether we transliterate it, it is just copy paste that meaning, trying to make it as nearer to that, or make it translated. It will distort the meaning a little bit, if not a whole bit, but little bit. That's fair. So, we don't know. What do you mean we don't know? We don't know how to read it. So, we don't know how to read it. When we don't know how to read it, we have to read with examples. You take those suttas which have examples. Just take with examples. So, you search for Upama. U-P-A-M-A. Upama. Upama means simile, example. There are a lot of sutta with example, lot of them. Start with that. Because if not Pali, at least example is known. Yes, are you good?
Yeah, I was just thinking all these penetration into Dhamma, all these examples or all the texts eventually want to get you to abhinya, to see things in a different way, right?
Correct.
And with the examples, Buddha said it's the easiest for people to see because intelligent people, they can see examples because it's easy.
Correct. Correct. So basically, example makes things clear. It makes things very clear to us. So that's the whole idea. So don't get too much caught on Pali terms. It's good to know. I'm not saying, so it's not that we shouldn't, but don't get worked up that I need to know. Then you have to go to grammar only because that's the only way to learn. But what are we trying to learn? We are trying to learn from what is required for that sutta, right? What is required for that sutta or to know what it is. For that knowing we require. So we need to know these 7 universal things. What are the universal things? Nibbidda, that ni in the context will add something, will make it enhance or change the meaning. It's like Vidya is involvement, Nibbidda is not involved, and hence the illusion is gone. Very good. Excellent. Then Viraga. Raga is coloring. Viraga is to cut the color. This because they have used in everywhere Viraga, Viraga, Viraga. That's good one, right? That's most easiest to. So wherever is Viraga is there, now I don't have to add a distract or do anything, right? I can just take it because Raga is to color, Viraga is to uncolor. Oh, uncoloring. Oh, great. Then Nirodha. We have understood ni there. Okay. Nirodha. Nir-uddha is Nirodha. Uddha is to grow, to make it. bring it back. Nirodha is not to bring back. What do you mean? Don't bring back memories and say that I was dwelling here, I was doing this, I was doing that, I should have done this way, I should have done that way. Is basically you are irritating yourself for things which you are doing, or the things which you are not doing, both will have the same problem. So Nirodha is ending it, ceasing it. That's the reason it's called cessation. Because it just ceases to exist. Nirodha. Then we come to the upasama. So in some places he uses upasamo, and some places is upasama. Upa means near. Upa is also being with you. What is you? Close down the senses. You are not going anywhere. Just like, you close all the doors and the windows and you're just there. Then it's peaceful because the eye is not going anywhere, the ear is not going anywhere, the nose is not going anywhere, like that. Upasama or upasama. Okay. Upasamaya. Like as we said, why they use this ya. It's a way of closing it. It's like grammatical closing or softening it. Otherwise, it looks very hard. So you soften it. So you soften the word. Upasamaya viragaya. Yes, it looks so nice when you add ya. But it by itself has no meaning. So don't try to search for meaning. Think Buddha has added ya because there's something there. No. Then again, we are lost in translation. Okay. So upasamaya. Abhinyaya. It could have been abhinya. Abhinyaya. Okay. It can be done in two ways. Abhi plus anya is what it is. Yes, go ahead.
What is upasama again, Vilasi? What was it again? The meaning of it?
Sama is, okay, I didn't tell you the meaning. Sama means what? Equal, equanimous, right? Upa is near. So when will you become equanimous? When the senses are guarded, right? Then only you can be in samatha. That's the reason that word samatha is there. Samatha, atha, samatha, right? Sama is equal, equanimous. Like, if you take a weighing scale, the mind is not gone anywhere. It means it has not gone behind any object. So it is in sama. Upasama or upasama means that it is in peace. And in English, they put it as just peace. Why? Because you can't explain so much. So it's peace means it includes all of that. It means the senses are guarded and not going anywhere. So you have a peace. So upasama. Or they will have upasamo. Also in some places, Buddha uses upasamo. It's actually upasama, but when you extend it, what a relaxation, is upasamo. It's an expression. What a state of my mind is upasamo. Actually what happened is upasama. Got it. Then abhinya, abhi plus anya, is one way of putting. A plus bhinya is another way of putting. So don't get confused. I'll put you both there. Bhinna is separation, different ways of seeing. So the mind is distracted, gone into different things. It's not gone into different at all. It is seeing things as it is. It's penetrated. So abhinya, no bhinna, separate thing. Abhinna. Abhinna becomes abhinya or abhi plus anya. Anya is other. You see the other side completely. Abhinyaya. Sambodhi. That bodhi is to know. Sambodhi means Four Noble Truths. So you have understood the suffering. You have seen the suffering. You have understood the cause of suffering. Now you have understood how to come out of suffering. And the path you have taken to get out of suffering will get you Nibbana. Bana is not Vana. arrow. Bana is that which is conditioned in terms of, here we started with nibiddha. Biddha is involvement. When you totally cut involvement with senses closes down. And that stage, when the senses closes down completely, the consciousness is not conditioned to meet the senses. Because there are no sense objects, and hence there are no senses. So they both are disconnected. So it is ultimate peace. So what did we cover? 3 knees are there. Nibiddha, Nirodha, Nibbana. 3 knees. Then Viraga has only V in this, only one V plus Raga. Okay. Upa plus Sama. Upa is near, Sama, equanimous. The mind has not gone anywhere with the object. Asama. Abhi Anya. Now you are able to see in a different way. What's different? Vilas is a normal way. No vilas is different way. The actual what it is. No vilas. Vilas came into existence due to birth. And vilas will die. But if the vilas was there, it's going to die. So now you have seen that there was no vilas in the first place. So there's nothing called as birth and death. Because you are relating birth and death to vilas. So abhinyaya. Now you got the 4 noble truths. How? First noble truth. How do you suffer? Jati pi dukkha, jara pi dukkha, like that. So now, if vilas is born, shoka parideva dukkha domana supayasa is going to be there. As long as vilas exist. Right? As long as it exists. Why? Because it's craving for existence. I want to exist as vilas. So there's a problem. So now I got my abhinya. So I got into parinya. There's another word which will be used in the Dhamma, parinya. And then that is the third which will give rise from parinya is pahatabba, not to do. And then bhave tabba, what needs to be done. Finally, satchikata tabba, seeing the truth as it is. Right? So this what we are talking, sambodhaya, is bhave tabba plus sachi kiriyaya. Sachi kiriyaya means you have experienced the truth for yourself. And hence the 6 senses close down, which is Nibbana. This 7. So first we have understood what Buddha Dhamma is these 7. What 7? Nibiddhaya, Viragaya, Nirodhaya, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya, Nibbanaya. These 7. So our practice should also be in relation to Nibiddha, Viraga, Nirodha, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya, Nibbana. Got it?
Can you say that again, please, Vilasji?
Which one?
The one you just said, the phrase that
The steps.
the steps.
Write it down better.
Yeah, she's writing actually.
Good. Nibiddha is
Nibiddhaya.
add YA there. Nibiddhaya,
Yeah.
Viragaya, Nirodhaya, Nirodhaya, Nirodhaya. Okay, done.
Yeah, it is in MN 26, right? So yesterday, whatever.
Yeah, that's correct. But still better to write down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even I am writing.
Yeah.
But today I'm off.
Yeah. Upasamaya.
Vidyaya, Videgaya, Nirodhaya, Upasamaya.
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 Then Abhinyaya. ABHINNAYA. Abhinyaya. And the Ariu has, see, we have a nice friend, Dhamma friend. He sent it, you can just copy and paste it. Upasamaya, Sambodhaya.
Read a message. Sambodhaya.
Sambodhaya.
SAM.
After Abhinaya.
Yeah, Sambodhaya.
Abhinyaya.
Hari has written
It is not
Yeah.
Abhinnaya. It is Abhinyaya.
Nyaya. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sambodhaya.
Nya. Don't forget the nya. It's a knowledge. Abhinyaya Sambodhaya Nibbanaya Samvattati. Meaning I am going to stay in that.
Abiding? Is it abiding?
Abiding. Which one? Abiding.
No,
Yeah.
like abiding.
Samvattati.
Yeah. Samvattati
Abiding.
means to abide. Samvattana. Okay. Now let me give you that also. Sam plus vattana. Vattana is to stay. Sam is to completely stay in that. You are just there. So
Thank you.
all from now onwards, whatever we are going to speak on Buddha Dhamma will be in these 7. It should either lead to Nibbidda or Viraga or Nirodha, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya, Nibbana. You are following Buddha because of these 7, not because of anything else. Because that's exactly what he says in Pasarisa Sutta, MN 26. That why am I doing this? Why did I leave Alara Kalama? Why did I leave Uddaka Ramaputta? They were not bad. In fact, Uddaka is a well-known Maharshi in Upanishad by name Uddalaka Maharshi. The only saint who could do back-to-back of the 8 jhana. Neva sanya na sanyayatana. It's very difficult to master. Meaning you should be in that state all the time. Even while interacting with people, he used to do that. So it's called Turiya state, the state of 4th. In the Arupa jhana, this is the state of 4th. It's the highest. Okay. So we can't take it too lightly. I don't think so. That idiot knew anything. And hence our Buddha left him. No. It would be wrong, and we are causing obstacles on ourselves by becoming very light thinkers on Uddalaka or Uddaka. Okay. He's the greatest ever known person who could stay in that state forever. Generally, you can't stay in that state. He could stay forever. And he teaches the Buddha. And Gautama learns it and he goes back and explains how he did it. And he says, yeah, that's all what I can teach you. But then when he penetrates, he's seeing these 7. Is it giving me Nibbidda? No, it is attaching me to that 8 jhana. Viraga, no, I am still in raga. Nirodha, it's not happened. Upasama, my mind is still wanting something else. Upasama has not happened. Abhinya, I'm not able to get out of it. Sambodha, the 4 noble truths are not open to me. And hence there's no Nibbana. He explains this back to Uddalaka or Uddaka, saying that I'm leaving you because of this. Yes, go ahead.
So the Buddha, when he was living the Alara Kalama and the Suddhagaram Buddha, after he has attained this 7th jhana, and which the Suddhagarama was so perfected, how come, like, he has this intuition? Because, it is a great thing, and how he was able to think about these 7 things, because he had that knowledge, and these things, 7 things are not happening in it.
Yeah, that is when he found out that it's Buddha. Sambodha. He already has it. Samma Sambuddha. Right? He already has it. Then he remembers all his past life. Anyway, let's leave the Buddha aside. But for us, for the poor people like us, who are not in any league of becoming a Buddha in the near future, so we will take this much only is sufficient. He has given us a very nice road to travel. So what we should know is that we should start with disillusionment, nibbidda, then viraga, nirodha, upasamaya, abhinyaya, sambodhaya, nibbana. Now let's take Goenkaji tradition and see whether it fits into this game. When we go to the retreat, when we have the 10 immoral deeds, lesser down, descend down, what will happen? You are becoming a witness. So your contact with the body starts to reduce. So you get into nibbida. In that place, you feel viraga. Then you feel nirodha. Then we feel peaceful, upasamaya. Then you feel you are seeing kalapa and all that, which is abhinyaya. Then you know the Four Noble Truths, which is definitely you can experience sambodhaya. To that extent, you will achieve nibbana. Does it work? Yes, it works. Got the point? So our yardstick, in wherever we go, whether we go for a Thai tradition, or a Sri Lankan tradition, or a Burmese tradition, or some other tradition, we should know that is it covering all these 7. If it whatever covers these 7, you're on the right path. Whatever doesn't cover these 7, then you are not on the proper path. You have to change the path. Now, it's all the means to an end, not by end by itself. So then we need to get there and move ahead. Again, get there, move ahead, and ultimately leave the Buddha Dhamma itself. Because then complete liberation will only happen when you leave the Buddha Dhamma completely. Not getting attached to the Dhamma also. Because you have to have this, meaning Nibbana. That's a Paramam Sukha. So you can't take Buddha Dhamma and say that I also want to be in Buddha Dhamma, also want to be in Nibbana. No, not possible, because it's conditioned. So we take this as a step-by-step approach, and also means to an end and not an end. The Buddha Dhamma is a means to an end, not the end by itself. That we need to be clear. Then you have done all the 7. That's exactly what Buddha did with the other 2 teachers. So one taught him the 7th jhana, another taught him the 8th jhana. And he found that it doesn't lead completely out of it. So he found out how to do that by the sanya vedeta nirodha. That means the senses shouldn't have the feeling and perception. With that only the ending is possible. Right? So basically all of this nibbida to nirvana, nibbana is on 6 senses. So Pali is to make that journey more easier, if I could use it. Because if you know the language, it's like, I know Malayalam or Gujarati or English or whatever language, and this good. Yeah, Sad, even I have to go. Okay, so we have covered for 1 hour 40 minutes, I guess. So let's give a break and meet tomorrow or whenever, and again continue. So this you got. Then we have to yes, Ravindra, go ahead.
No, just I want to share some experience regarding that Vijnana, experiencer, observer. Can I go?
Yes, why not?
No, this is not related to topic. That's why I'm asking.
No, it's fine.
So when yesterday or day before yesterday, meditating, that time something clicked that awareness is just I'm sitting in room and doing something. For some time, it just what is experiencing. So I'm experiencing that asavas in breath out. That is just I'm experiencing. So what is happening to observer? So whenever I am not in asapasa, observer tells me that you are not in asapasa. So again, I come back to asapasa. So then the observer don't bring me back to asapasa. Only experiencer bring me back to the asapasa. So I thought, what is is that it witness? The witness is also saying that just this observer is there. That is the witness only. So it is okay.
Yes, it is very much okay. You actually caught the thief.
Okay. But it is happening only sitting meditation, not in
Fine, fair, it's fine.
after that.
At least you got that far. It's good. See,
So
yeah,
you
go
have
ahead.
to see observer all the time.
There is observer all the time. That's correct.
Okay.
Now you have to extend that observer in everything you do, and then what happens here is that the doer will go away.
Okay.
Like what Goenka says that he says that in Hindi he says na karta na bhokta, sirf sakshi bhav. Right? Karta means is a doer. Okay. Bhokta is the enjoyer. And sakshi is witness. Okay. So basically what happens here is that you have a witness which just witnesses, it doesn't do anything. But this six of them come and go, and they become a participant into it, meaning they participate. So there is a doer. I am seeing is a doer.
Yes.
And that's the reason Buddha says, dhite mattam. In seeing, there's only seeing. I mean, there is no seer and the seen. Right? It means if there is a seer, then there's a seen. You have to catch the seer, not the seen. Okay. So in this, the observer is saying, hey, you know what? You're not watching your breath.
Yes.
And mind comes back. Oh shit, I didn't watch the breath. Again, mind goes away somewhere. And the observer will say, why are you gone there? Again comes back. And mind is now gone into seeing something. Observer will say, why are you seeing there? Hey, who is this person talking to me?
Yes.
But that's the observer. Okay. Like this. Observer will say, why are you scratching here? And the mind will say, sorry. So now it's a witness, right? It's a witness. And it means you stop doing what you're doing. So let's say I'm wanting to take something. There is a drink. Nobody has offered me a drink and I want to drink, and then it's looking good. Observer will say, why are you looking there?
No.
Oh, sorry. So you become so aware that the six consciousness awareness becomes what? Becomes a disciple of this witness consciousness. So it will surrender, basically. It will surrender to this, which we can call it as God, or a change. Now God is watching. Which God? Witness.
Sorry, I think your voice got cut off from some motorcycle driving by.
Yeah. Some motorcycle went away. Yeah. So what I was saying is that we can call this as God. This witness consciousness can be termed as God, because now the God is saying, do this, don't do that. Hey, Vilas, you're telling lies. It never happened like this.
Yes.
Come on, you're telling lies. I'm sorry, sir. No, sorry. You have to face the consequence. Hey, Vilas, what are you seeing? Why are you seeing that female? You are interested, right? No, sir, I'm not interested. Like a child being told, the witness consciousness becomes more and more and more, to an extent that the sixth consciousness will in turn become the disciple of this witness consciousness, which is what is the Dutiya Gaddula Sutta, wherein there are 6 animals and you have tied twice. If you tie only once, one will run away and everyone will run. So now you are tied twice of them, meaning once you have tied there and another you have tied to the pole. Now that consciousness wants to go, hey, there's an object. It can't go. Hey, please listen. No, sorry. only once. It gets tired and sits there only. Okay, sir, whenever you say, will not send you. Now it says, boss, you are the Lord. Agreed. Please. No. So then the consciousness will have to depart. That is what vinyanasa nirodhena. That means it departs. Because there is no food any longer. So you have turned witness.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So experiencer is experiencing and enjoying or sad.
No,
Typical.
no, there is no experiencer now.
No, after right now, experience all the things and enjoying or
Or
sad.
suffering.
Observer is neutral.
Observer neither does nor enjoys, right?
Okay, right. We just
So-
observe.
Just listen to what Goenka says. He says, Bhukta bhav, Karta bhav, Sakshi bhav, Sakshi bhav mein raho, stay in Sakshi, witness, just the bare witness. Where the nose touches the breath, that's the witness. Be the witness of your breath. If the mind goes here, mind goes there, bring it back. Be the witness. So when we sit like, and Guruji is speaking, very nice. Okay. After 1 hour, your witness is also gone, everything is gone. Now after again you sit back in the seat, again witness. Actually for 10 days you are witnessing.
Yes.
All that is happening around you. Body is paining. There's a feeling like itching here. You're scanning here, but itching is here. You're witnessing that irritation. You're witnessing because if you scratch like this, so what happens? You did it, right? Karta. Karta bhav. Doer. Bhokta bhav. Enjoyer.
Yes.
I wanted to enjoy this scratching and then it is irritating. So then somewhere it scratches. So Goenka says, don't scratch. Sir, it is intense. Watch the intense. Sir, you don't know what is happening. Let it happen. I'm going to die. Anyway, you're going to die. Die now. Right? Which is correct. Now you watch the breath coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. You turn a witness to the breath itself. And you find you are not the breath. It's just an activity. Wow. All along I was thinking I am breathing. This is surprising. Wait, let me understand what is happening. I am watching and the body is moving. Wait. Without me also the body is moving. I've got nothing to do with the body. Without me also the eyes are going. Without me ears are going. This is what? I don't like it.
Yes.
I am the owner, not these 6 people. Now I become a witness. Do. And the very first time the eyes will ask permission. Can I see this? I want to hear. No. I want to taste that. No. And it goes. It listens to you. Hey, that female I want to touch. No. Then after some time, the Vijnana becomes Nirodha. So now what happened? There is no death. Amata. Deathless. Because the senses have closed now. And that is how Nibbana is experienced. Got it? So all this sutta will take you there. So use 7. Nibbidda, disillusionment, not involvement. So no karta, no bhokta. No doer, no enjoyer. Remove that. Over. Nibiddhaya, viragaya, nirodhaya, upasamaya. The center one, top one is upasama. Peaceful. Then it should take you down. What is down? Abhinyaya, sambodhaya, nibbana. Now you are in nibbana. Peace. Complete peace. So whether you do 10 hours breath meditation, or you walk around and do the meditation, or you see the object, subject, do the meditation, you do a walking meditation, talking meditation, whatever meditation, it is called as, is with this 7. That's all. Got it? That's all what it is. No other thing. Are we going there? Yes. Where should my starting point? Upama, examples. Pena Pindupama is a good example. So you keep the Goenka technique or whatever technique you have learned through whatever teacher, keep that. Use this along and see for yourself. You can do it all the time. Got it? You can do it anytime, anywhere. No need to worry about going to a retreat or going here, going there. There's nowhere to go. So your senses are controlled all the time. So you have understood the 5 aggregates through that Pena Pindupama Sutta. Once you understand that, you will understand the Paticca Samutpada, which is part of that 5 aggregate itself. Then you understand the Dhatu, which is the elements, Ayatana, the sense fields. There is an enjoyer that is enjoying in the sense field for senses. There is a subject-object experience. You remove the object, the subject goes away. That's exactly what we are doing. Fine. All good. So, whichever sutta you take, these 7 will be there. Who says so? Buddha himself says so in that Pasarisa Sutta. His effort. It's his effort. He has given that gift, that what did I do? We can follow that. Got it. That's all. Yeah, it's good experience. Ravindra, appreciate. Nice. Continue on that. Sitting meditation only. Goenka technique or whatever technique, no problem. You should get witness. Be the witness. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. And have confidence that you would get it. It's not a thing. So, how should I read the sutta? Take the example suttas only. Don't take the bigger suttas where a lot of penetration is required. You might not be able to get the penetration. It doesn't matter. Okay. And my awakening started only with Pena Pindupama Sutta, honestly speaking. So that's a sutta which I love because it's demonstratable. You can demonstrate for yourself. You just can't forget. See, rainwater, right? See, now you see this fun. I'll give you another example. Some people love rain. Some people hate rain. Some people are indifferent to rain. Yes or no? Those who love rain, even though the water bubbles are hitting like this, aren't they enjoying? Yes or no? They're enjoying. Bubulupama, bubbles. They're coming, bursting off, going away. Hitting, bursting off, going away. Those who don't like rain, what they would do? They'll curse the rain. They're getting wet. But they'll curse, horrible rain. I don't know why it should rain. It spoiled my mood and blah, blah. It is paining them. So there go two pains. One, the body pain, it is rain is hitting, and second pain, mental pain. I don't like it. The first guy is feeling pleasure in pain. Third person, he is indifferent, not neutral. He's indifferent to the rain. Rain is coming, say, I don't care the rain. Let it come. Who cares? He missed being equanimous. And that's the reason it's called avidya. Even in that, adukka, asukha vedana is indifferent, basically. So, he gives the rains, not depressed person. Anyway, so he gives a simile because you can see you'd forget the Pali. That water drop which is hitting on you, is it having any essence? And the answer is no. You're creating that essence by saying, so nice, I love rain. Oh man. Another guy will say, I hate it. I'm telling you, next time the rain comes, what? It will keep on coming. What do you think? Just because you're upset, the rain is going to stop and saying that, okay, this friend of mine is upset, so let me give him some comfort. No. Going to be there. And a person who is indifferent, no. So basically, this is the second one. Now, I also spoke about the Maricha effect. So while we're driving, we were going to Savatthi, and one of our Dhamma friend by name Naveen, he was driving. He had brought his car. So we are going from from Lucknow, we are going to Savatthi or Shravasti. We wanted to do meditation there. So we went to VRI, Shravasti. Okay. So I was telling him, my dear friend, do you see the mirage? He said, where? What do you mean, where? In front. That's exactly what Pena Pindupama talks about. Then I said, as you go, you see it's receding away. You put a reverse gear and go back, you will see this guy coming. And that's what is a mirage of perception. Aren't you perceiving something there? Yes. So, Vilas, if I keep searching, you will never get it. Because no Vilas exists. It's a perception. It stays in perception. Agreed, but not real. Just a perception, not a reality. Just a perception. The third one and the fourth one. You take onion, if not that plantain trunk. Take onion. You keep on peeling onion. What do you get in the end? Nothing. All the sankharas are like that. You keep on preparing. What is preparation? You keep on doing something. Just to get that object, you keep on doing something. And what do you get? Nothing. So, sabba sankhara samatho, or sabbe sankhara anicchati, yada panyaya passati. So now you can see it's arising and passing away. That means you prepare, you go, you finish, and after that's gone. Then again another preparation is gone. Like our driving from Lucknow to Shravasti. Done. All the preparation are gone. I flying from Bangalore to Lucknow. Then from Lucknow, we met in the metro, then in the car, and then Shravasti, then this, then that, so many things. And he wanted to take me to Jetavana so that whatever he experienced in Jetavana, I should also get that experience. And when I went to Jetavana, I asked this fellow, do you have Jetavana? And he said, Vilas, we are in Jetavana. I said, which Jetavana? Are you talking about Jetavana which was there in Buddha time, or talking about in the year 2022 Jetavana? It's a garden. It's not Jetavana. It's your perception. Then he said, yes. What should we do now? Go back home. What else? He drove all the way from Jhansi to take me. A poor guy in his car. It's his petrol. It's his driving experience. And I'm just sitting because I'm the teacher. I'm just sitting, enjoying, asking these crazy questions. Do you think Jetavana exists? Do you think Shravasti exists in the first place? And after that, this our friend Aryu came flying 17 hours flight in search. Perception. He even wanted to hug me so that he gets enlightened. Or he thought I'm meeting someone, and if I hug him, something is going to happen. So from the airport, he is thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. Perception, right? Mirage. He never met Vilas, honestly. It's perception. Okay. And Sankharas were made. Sitting for 17 hours is not an easy job. He landed in Delhi to Bangalore, and to my home. And then we went here. Then we went to Bodh Gaya. And the Shreyas is also there. So we all went together, came back, was all gone. All preparation to Bodh Gaya ended. Nothing we got. Because that is how Sankhara is. It's anicca by nature. You want to keep it in memories. But you don't got anything. Vijnana. Here is the thing. It's a magician. It added everything up and gave you the experience. What experience? Bodh Gaya experience, Vilas experience, Shreyas experience, Aryu experience. All experience is there in the Vijnana. It's in the conscious experience. That's it. Nothing else. Over. And you lose it like this. As the subject is moved, something happens? No. You have to remove the object. The object is removed, subject is gone. Ended. So all our visits so far with different Dhamma friends of mine have all ended in the same way. In Jan, we had another retreat. Jan came, Jan left. Now we are in May end. Almost May, every day is going. So after some time, it will be 1 year after Aryu coming here to India. Apart from once he came twice. Right? Nothing wrong. But this is what we can see. It's just a magician. Maya upamancha vinyanam. That's the reason he says that. If you catch the magician, done. Because you become a witness. Say, hey, come here. Come here. Is Vilas existing? No. Then why don't you shut your mouth and sit there? What are you thinking? Vilas exists? No. That guy, when he dies, they would have put one flowery thing in that place, right? Where that Buddha statue is. They had to put born 1971, dead on so and so date, and that's it. Over. And that's it. The whole Vilas will be like that. So that some lights have put there, right? And that would be there in both sides, maybe. And whoever comes will say, oh, Vilas is there. What Vilas is there? It is just one photograph. All the whole life is a photograph. No real. That's only with, not only with Vilas, with all of us. Same. No different. The attachment brings in suffering. Attachment to what? To that one. So I'll call that as a Buddha now, because I put there that thing is Buddha. I had to revere this room because it is Buddha. Oh, I see. You revere the Buddha in the Dhamma, not in that photograph. Yes.
At the beginning of the session, Vilasji, Bobby was telling me that we should go to Bangalore to see Vilas. I think by now we have dropped the idea.
No, you can come and meet. Absolutely fine. But I'm more than happy to welcome anyone. But what I want to say is, if you see the Dhamma, yes, it is there. Conventional reality exists. That means Lokiya. We need to meet. We need to do all that. Absolutely fine. But what are we doing? We are coming out of rebirth consciousness. So we shouldn't do something which creates rebirth consciousness. That doesn't mean that Shreyas stays 2 kilometers from my home. So the tomorrow onwards, I'll put a board. Shreyas not allowed in this home. Doesn't matter. He's just 2 kilometers away from my home. Just 2 kilometers. Not anywhere away. Very close. I think he's the most closest person I could find. Okay. And he comes home. It's all true. But it's a mirage. He goes away. I can only think, yeah, Shreyas was here. It was so nice. We did this, we did that. Yeah, you can come. Yes, Janak.
I had planned that both Gaya trip 3-4 months, and I thought I'll be meeting these people, that people, and it ended up with lots of misery, physical pain, sickness, and all. So I won't be going again, at least for some time.
Yeah, that is imagination. When we imagine, right, it's going to be a pain. So we shouldn't imagine. So this Hena Pindupama Sutta, lump of foam, explains us how we should see it. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't do it. And you go to Bodh Gaya, so you both can come to Bangalore, meet me whenever next time you're in India. You can come here, we can meet. You can stay at my home also. Absolutely fair. You don't have to stay in a hotel or wherever. We can accommodate you here. You can stay with us. We'll have good time. Agreed. Absolutely fair. Or anybody from here coming to my home, I'm the most happiest person. Come. But caveat is, there's no villas. You're not meeting villas, to be honest. If you are in touch with villas, you're going to cry. If you are in touch with Dhamma, you will never cry. You have never come to meet villas. You have come to take the Dhamma. That's all what you are interested in. Right? You don't have anything to do with villas. So every time our friend Aryu has contributed or donated, I keep on telling him that you have not donated to me. You can take this away from me. I have no problem. Because you are donated to Dhamma. It's not mine. If it is mine, then I have all kind of things. Like this room, like I've told, that nothing, including that statue or that painting, that's painted by one painter and it's donated by somebody and it is lying there on place. So somebody paid 10,000 rupees for that painting. I said, okay, here is the 10,000. That will go for that. I sent the photograph to the person who donated it, saying that this is what I've done with your money. Not mine. Absolutely not mine. So you have kept it there. It's not mine. Basically, that means there's no obligation. I'm not getting obligated. Otherwise, it becomes mine. And every equipment you find here, I think Aryu knows it. I've shown him the entire thing. Even Shreyas knows it. Is nothing here is mine, including the chair what I'm sitting is donated. Absolutely nothing in this room which I can call as mine. Even the house doesn't belong to me in that way if I see it. So anybody can come. I have no problem. We can stay there because we are Dhamma friends. There's no other relationship. Fine. So you can come over, Bobby, anytime. You're welcome.
Thank you for the invitation, Velasti.
Yeah. So don't worry. Now that we have said mirage and all that, oh, how should I go? You can come. It's still a mirage, but it's fine. You can, because the thing is like this. Why are we meeting? We are meeting not because we have something to do with each other. We are meeting because of Dhamma. That's it. There's no other extra thing to meet. Okay. Let's then end for today.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. May the merits enter into everyone. And so don't get obsessed with Pali. We will cover this. I'm going to tell you each meanings as we go by. So we can take the sutta and we can go through it. But know these 7 things minimum. Because that's a maximum used words. If you really see, it's a maximum used words in every sutta, you'll find one or the other reference to that. Okay. Thank you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.